Did you know that 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year? It is not just a small stumble either. These falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths in people over 60. Every year, hundreds of thousands of older adults are hospitalized because of falls that could have been prevented. Yet despite these alarming numbers, there is a small group of older adults who seem almost immune to this risk. What is their secret? How can some seniors move with confidence while others live in constant fear of falling? The truth is, it is not about luck. It is not even about having stronger muscles or better bones. It comes down to how they walk. Subtle techniques in their walking patterns protect them from the dangers most people never even think about. Falls are not random accidents. They are often the result of hidden mistakes in how we move, tiny errors in posture, foot placement, or balance that build up until one day one wrong step leads to a life-changing injury. Today I'm going to reveal 7 walking secrets used by older adults who almost never fall. These methods are recommended by top geriatric specialists but rarely taught to the public. They are simple adjustments you can make to your walking style. They require no special equipment, no expensive therapy sessions, and no hours of exhausting exercises. The 4th secret will shock you because it is something you are probably doing backward every single day without even realizing it. Stay with me because by the end of this you will understand how just a few small changes can give you more balance, more independence, and a lot more peace of mind. Meet Thomas, a 72-year-old retired engineer. Just 2 years ago, Thomas was living with a constant fear in the back of his mind. He had suffered 3 serious falls in only 6 months. The last fall was the worst. He slipped in his own kitchen, fractured his hip, and ended up in the hospital for weeks. After his surgery, Thomas thought his independent life was over. His daughter even started touring assisted living facilities, convinced he could no longer live alone safely. Thomas felt helpless, like he was losing not just his mobility, but also his dignity. That is when a physical therapist visited Thomas at his rehab center and introduced him to something he had never heard before. It was not another long list of exercises. It was not a scary lecture about using a walker. Instead, it was a complete reinvention of how Thomas walked. These were small changes, subtle shifts in his movement that felt strange at first but made a massive difference over time. His therapist taught him new walking secrets that focused on posture, balance, and mindful movement. At first, Thomas struggled. He had spent decades walking a certain way, and changing those habits felt awkward, but he stuck with it. Step by step, his body began to adapt. His confidence grew. Today, Thomas does not just walk. He hikes with his grandchildren. He strolls through parks without fear. He even travels with friends, exploring new cities without worrying about falls. Thomas's story is proof that it is never too late to regain control, and the techniques that helped him are the same ones I'm about to share with you. Get ready, because the first secret might completely change the way you think about walking. The first walking secret is not about your legs at all. It is about your eyes. Most older adults make the mistake of constantly looking down when they walk, staring just a few feet ahead. It feels safer, like you're checking for obstacles, but it actually increases your risk of falling. When you walk looking down, your head tilts forward. This shifts your center of gravity off balance. Your shoulders round forward, your upper back tightens, your entire posture collapses inward without you even realizing it. That is why balance specialists teach the 3-point gaze technique. It is simple yet powerful. Here is how it works. First, establish your near-point vision about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. This gives you enough warning to see obstacles while keeping your spine straight and your posture tall. Second, every 10 to 15 seconds, briefly lift your eyes to a far point like the horizon, the end of the hallway, or the next block. This habit naturally resets your posture, encouraging upright balance and better breathing. Third, engage your peripheral vision. Practice expanding your side vision to catch movement and hazards without turning your whole head. You can practice this at home by softly focusing ahead while noticing objects to the left and right. Thomas admitted this felt unnatural at first. He said, "I was convinced I would trip if I did not stare at the floor," but within days he noticed he was standing taller and feeling more steady. Research supports this change. Studies show that when seniors look up instead of down, they take more stable steps, react faster to sudden changes, and feel more confident while walking. Try it right now. Pick a spot across the room, walk toward it while keeping your gaze 10 to 15 feet ahead, then glance to the far end and back. Notice how much steadier you feel already. It is not about ignoring hazards, it is about training your body to move naturally and confidently again. Ready for the next secret? It builds directly on this one. The second walking secret is called the heel-to-toe roll. It is how your feet are naturally designed to move, but many people unknowingly lose this pattern with age. When you were young, you likely walked this way without thinking. Your heel would touch the ground first, your foot would roll forward smoothly, and you would push off with your toes. But as we get older, fear of falling, joint stiffness, and weak muscles can cause our walking pattern to change. Many seniors start landing flat-footed or even toe-first without realizing it. Flat-footed walking means the entire foot slaps the ground at once. This creates a harsh, jarring impact that tires your muscles quickly. Toe-first walking is even worse. It shrinks your base of support and makes you wobbly with each step. The heel-to-toe roll restores natural shock absorption. It also helps your muscles and joints work together to keep you stable. Here is how to practice it. Step 1. Consciously touch the ground with your heel first. Step 2. Let your weight roll along the outside edge of your foot toward your toes. Step 3. Push off lightly from your toes into the next step. At first, you may feel like you are exaggerating the movement. That is normal. With practice, it will feel natural again. Thomas found this adjustment a little awkward during the first few days, but he noticed something important. His steps became quieter and smoother. His knees and hips hurt less because his body was moving the way it was meant to. Research from rehabilitation centers shows that restoring the heel-to-toe roll improves gait stability by up to 25%. It also reduces the risk of tripping over uneven surfaces by helping your foot clear the ground more efficiently. Here is a simple exercise you can try. Walk along a hallway, focusing only on your foot contact. Heel first, roll through, toe push off. Go slowly at first, feel each part of the motion. Mastering this secret makes every other balance improvement easier. Your body wants to walk this way, it just needs a little reminder. And next we will talk about a hidden strength you're probably forgetting to use. The third walking secret is core engagement, a hidden stabilizer that many older adults forget. When you think about walking, you probably focus on your legs and feet, but your core muscles are just as important. They are the strong center that supports your spine and keeps your balance steady with every step. Unfortunately, most seniors stop using their core muscles without even realizing it. Years of sitting more and moving less cause the midsection to become lazy. When the core weakens, your balance suffers. Every step becomes riskier because your body has no central support. Thomas learned this lesson the hard way. After his second fall, his physical therapist tested his core strength. It was much weaker than he thought. Once he began using the zip-up technique, everything changed. Here is how the zip-up technique works. First, imagine you're gently zipping up a tight jacket from your pelvis up to your chest. Second, draw your belly button slightly toward your spine. Third, keep breathing normally while maintaining a gentle tension in your core. You are not sucking in your stomach or holding your breath. It is a subtle tightening, about 20% of your maximum effort. No one watching you would even notice. At first, Thomas placed small reminders around his home, like stickers on his refrigerator and bathroom mirror. Every time he saw one, he checked if he was engaging his core while walking. It became second nature within a few weeks. Scientific studies from the National Institute on Aging have shown that older adults who actively engage their core muscles while walking improve their stability by 30%. They also recover faster from stumbles and uneven ground. Strong core engagement also helps relieve back pain by distributing pressure evenly across your body. You stand taller, walk more confidently, and move with much less fear of falling. Try this the next time you walk. As you start moving, zip up your core and feel how much more stable your whole body becomes. You will be amazed at how something so small makes such a big difference. Coming up next, we will reveal a walking mistake almost everyone makes without noticing, and it starts with your arms. The fourth walking secret is the arm swing reset, a natural balancing tool that many older adults lose without realizing it. When you were younger, your arms swung naturally as you walked. Each step forward with the right foot was matched by the left arm swinging forward and vice versa. This simple automatic motion is not just about rhythm, it is a key part of how your body stays balanced while moving. However, as people age, they often stop swinging their arms. Some hold their arms stiffly at their sides. Others clutch bags or use their hands for stability, which stops the natural counterbalance. Without that arm motion, walking becomes more unstable, and small stumbles turn into serious falls. Thomas was no different. After his falls, he realized he barely moved his arms while walking. His physical therapist taught him to reset his arm swing, and the results were almost immediate. Here is how to practice the arm swing reset. First, bend your elbows naturally to about a 45-degree angle. Second, as you walk, let your opposite arm and leg move together, like a natural pendulum. Third, focus on swinging your arms front to back, not across your body. Do not force the movement. It should feel relaxed and smooth. Imagine your hands lightly brushing past the sides of your hips. Thomas spent a week practicing exaggerated arm swings during his walks. Then he shifted to a natural rhythm. His daughter even noticed the change before he told her about it, saying he looked younger and more confident. Scientific research from the University of Michigan found that restoring natural arm swing improves balance, reduces fall risk by 30%, and even decreases how much energy you use when walking. Proper arm swing keeps your upper body moving in harmony with your legs. It prevents twisting of your spine, helps maintain momentum, and improves your awareness of your body's position in space. Try it on your next walk. Feel how much more stable and natural your steps become. Coming up next, we will reveal a hidden mistake in footwear that silently steals stability from seniors every single day. The fifth walking secret focuses on foot strength and proper footwear, a foundation that supports everything else you have learned so far. Many older adults experience falls not because of poor balance, but because their feet can no longer properly feel or respond to the ground. Over time, nerve endings in the feet become less sensitive. Muscles weaken because of decades of wearing stiff, supportive shoes that do all the work for them. Thomas used to wear thick, cushioned slip-on shoes that felt comfortable but robbed his feet of the ability to sense the surface below. His physical therapist called them balance blockers. Here is how to rebuild foot strength and choose better footwear. First, pick shoes with these three features: a low, wide heel that provides stability, a flexible sole that allows your forefoot to feel the ground, secure fastening like laces or strong Velcro to hold your foot in place. Avoid heavy, thick soles that numb your connection to the ground. Second, start simple foot exercises to strengthen the small muscles in your feet. Toe spreading. While seated, spread your toes as wide as possible, hold for 5 seconds, and release. Repeat 10 times. Towel gripping. Place a towel on the floor and scrunch it toward you using only your toes. Marble pickup. Use your toes to pick up marbles or small objects and place them in a bowl. Thomas added these exercises to his daily routine. After a few weeks, he noticed his steps felt stronger and more secure, even on uneven ground. A study in the Journal of Podiatric Medicine showed that older adults who did these simple exercises for 6 weeks improved their balance by 30%. Proper footwear is not about comfort alone. It is about giving your feet the tools they need to sense the ground, adjust to changes, and protect your entire body from instability. The next time you put on your shoes, ask yourself, are they helping me feel the ground or hiding it from me? Next, we will uncover a walking mistake you might be making right now without knowing it, one that could silently increase your risk of falling. The sixth walking secret is about widening your base to create a stronger, more stable foundation with every step. Many older adults unknowingly walk with their feet too close together. This creates a tightrope effect where even a small imbalance can cause a fall. Narrow walking patterns shrink your base of support, making each step riskier. Thomas had no idea that his habit of walking with his feet nearly touching was part of why he felt wobbly. His physical therapist showed him a simple correction that made a world of difference. The solution is called the stability rectangle. Imagine your feet walking along 2 parallel tracks, hip-width apart, never crossing over. Each step should land squarely under each hip, not along a tight center line. At first, this wider stance may feel unusual. Thomas practiced by placing 2 strips of tape down the hallway of his home, spaced hip-width apart. He walked slowly between them every day, training his body to accept a safer, more stable walking pattern. After just 2 weeks, the wider stance became natural. Thomas said he felt like he had a new sense of balance, especially when walking on grass, gravel, or uneven sidewalks. Research from the Gait and Balance Laboratory at Johns Hopkins University found that maintaining a hip-width stance while walking reduces side-to-side sway by up to 40%. This directly lowers the risk of lateral falls, which are often the most dangerous for older adults. Some important notes: do not exaggerate and walk with an overly wide stance, which can cause other issues. Aim for a natural width based on your hip size. If you have hip or joint pain, start with a slightly narrower base and widen gradually as comfort improves. A simple visualization is to imagine walking on train tracks. Your left foot stays on the left track and your right foot stays on the right track. The stability gained from this small adjustment is powerful. It sets the stage for our final and most critical walking secret: mastering the transitions where most falls actually occur. The seventh and final walking secret focuses on mastering transitions, the hidden danger zone where most falls actually happen. Most people think falls occur during normal walking, but research shows that a large number happen during moments of change. Standing up from a chair, turning to answer the door, stepping onto a different surface like tile or carpet, or stopping suddenly, these are the risky moments that catch people off guard. Thomas learned this the hard way. Before his last serious fall, he had been moving quickly from his living room to the kitchen, turning sharply without pausing. His balance system, already challenged by age, could not adjust in time. The solution is a simple but life-changing technique called the mindful transition. Here is how it works. Before changing direction, stepping sideways or standing up, pause for 3 seconds. During the pause, engage your core muscles gently. Visually focus on your next destination, whether it is the doorway, a chair, or a path ahead. Then move smoothly without rushing. The 3-second pause gives your body and brain time to adjust. It stabilizes your center of gravity and prepares your muscles for the new movement. Thomas practiced mindful transitions at home. He placed small colored stickers at places where he often needed to change direction, like near the stairway, by his armchair, and at doorways. Each sticker reminded him to stop, focus, and then move. Within a few weeks, mindful transitions became automatic for Thomas. His daughter noticed he moved with a new calmness and purpose, almost like he was walking in a thoughtful rhythm. Research from Oregon Health and Science University found that implementing mindful transitions reduced fall incidence by 47% in older adults. That is nearly half the risk, lowered by simply learning to pause. Mindful transitions are not about walking slowly all the time. They are about inserting short, focused moments when needed most, right when you change your movement pattern. When you combine this final secret with the other 6, you create a complete system of walking stability that transforms fear into freedom. Up next, let us bring all these powerful techniques together into one simple daily practice. Now that you know the 7 walking secrets, it is time to combine them into one simple daily practice that can fit easily into your routine. Learning each technique individually is important, but the real transformation happens when you connect them together into a new natural way of moving. Here is a simple 7-day plan to help you integrate everything step by step. Day 1, focus on your gaze. Practice the 3-point gaze technique whenever you walk, keeping your eyes 10 to 15 feet ahead, checking the horizon regularly, and expanding your peripheral awareness. Day 2, add heel-to-toe walking. As you maintain your gaze, focus on touching the ground with your heel first and rolling smoothly to your toe. Slow down if necessary until it feels more natural. Day 3, engage your core, keep your 3-point gaze and heel-to-toe roll going, but now gently zip up your core, drawing your belly button toward your spine for extra stability. Day 4, reset your arm swing. Allow your arms to swing naturally with your steps, keeping about a 45-degree bend at the elbows, moving front to back instead of across your body. Day 5. Check your footwear and practice foot exercises. Make sure your shoes meet the stability criteria and spend a few minutes strengthening your feet with simple exercises like towel scrunching and marble pickups. Day 6. Widen your walking base. Walk with your feet hip-width apart, imagining parallel train tracks under you. Practice walking slowly across a hallway or driveway using this mental image. Day 7. Master mindful transitions. Focus especially on pauses before standing, turning, or stepping onto new surfaces. Stabilize, engage your core, and move deliberately. By the end of 1 week, you will have touched each technique and started building new, safer habits. Remember, it is not about being perfect right away. It is about repetition and awareness. With each practice, your body rewires itself to move more securely and naturally. Thomas practiced these small steps every day, and within months, he not only stopped falling but also regained the freedom to walk, explore, and live without fear. You can too. It starts with one mindful step today. Hearing real stories can inspire us to believe that change is truly possible, no matter where we are starting from. Let me share with you a few examples of how applying these 7 walking secrets changed the lives of ordinary seniors like Thomas. Thomas, 72, retired engineer. Before discovering these techniques, Thomas experienced 3 serious falls within 6 months. His doctors warned that another fall could mean permanent assisted living. After practicing the full 7-step system for 3 months, Thomas regained full mobility. Today, he enjoys daily walks in the park with his grandchildren and has not experienced a single fall in over a year. His confidence and energy have returned stronger than ever. Patricia, 78, retired nurse Patricia, had been terrified of falling since her hip fracture at age 76. She felt weak, unstable, and avoided outings with friends. After adopting mindful transitions and widening her walking base, Patricia found herself able to walk across busy parking lots and crowded stores again. She described it as getting her life back, attending community events, and even joining a local walking group. Robert, 84, retired firefighter. Robert never thought much about how he walked until he noticed he was stumbling more often, especially on uneven ground. Implementing heel-to-toe rolling and focusing on his arm swing completely changed his stability. Today, Robert hikes local nature trails with his dog every morning and says he feels stronger now than he did at 75. Sandra, 69, former teacher Sandra, was reluctant to admit she needed help. After watching her sister suffer from a devastating fall, she decided to take preventive action. She applied all 7 techniques systematically, using the 7-day plan. Within 2 months, she said walking felt effortless again. She now volunteers at her local library, confident she can move safely through busy crowds. These success stories are not rare or magical. They are the result of simple, consistent effort. The body is incredibly adaptable, even in our 60s, 70s, or 80s. Small changes in how you move can add up to massive improvements in how you live. If Thomas, Patricia, Robert, and Sandra could transform their stability and reclaim their freedom, so can you. Every step you take using these secrets is a step toward a more confident, independent future. Your story could be next. All it takes is one decision to begin. If there is one thing I hope you take away from today, it is this: you are not powerless. Falling is not just an inevitable part of aging, it's often the result of habits, patterns, and choices that can be changed, improved, and strengthened. You now know 7 walking secrets that few people are ever taught. These are not complicated, they do not require fancy equipment or expensive programs. They are simple adjustments you can practice right now, today, wherever you are. Remember these key ideas. Looking ahead keeps your posture strong and your steps sure. Rolling from heel to toe uses your natural shock absorption and balance system. Engaging your core gives you invisible armor against instability. Letting your arms swing properly resets your body's rhythm and balance. Building foot strength and wearing the right shoes reconnects you to the ground. Widening your base stabilizes every step you take. Moving mindfully during transitions prevents the falls that happen when you rush. Thomas did not need magic. He needed knowledge, practice, and faith in himself. And look at the life he reclaimed. You can do the same. No matter your age, no matter your history, no matter how many times you have fallen before, you have the power to walk with stability, confidence, and joy again. It starts with a single step, a single walk, a single moment of awareness. Tonight, when you get up from your chair, try the mindful transition technique. Tomorrow, when you walk across your kitchen, practice the 3-point gaze. When you step outside for your next errand, let your arms swing freely. Each little habit you change is a gift to your future self. Imagine what life could feel like 6 months from now if you start today. More freedom, more strength, more independence, more life. You have the power within you. All you have to do is take the first step. Thank you for spending this time investing in yourself. Stay strong, stay steady, and never stop moving forward. You deserve a life lived with confidence and joy.